Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Conservative Poet with me, Amanya. I am happy that you are here today. I am really excited about today's video. And so we're going to get right into it, but I'm going to just tell you just a little bit about it. It's something new that I haven't done on this channel before. I listen to a lot of positive affirmations, speeches, talks, sermons, and today's video is all about that. I am going to be featuring Reverend Ike. He is a reverend from back in the day. I listened to this talk a couple of days ago and I thought this was a great topic to have on this channel. So if you're interested in seeing and hearing all about Reverend Ike and what I've got planned for this video, stay tuned. So, Reverend Ike is not like the reverends that we hear of these days when we're talking about the Reverend Jesse Jackson, who tells you that pretty much that, America is bad and everything that goes wrong in your life is because you're black and yeah. Or the good Reverend Al Sharpton, who is the biggest race baiter that there is, continuously tells you that, black is just a curse. And so this Reverend preached about prosperity, abundance. He preached that you can accomplish things, in America, no matter who you are, what color you are. It's a mindset thing. And so he preached about money, about getting yourself out of poverty, about visualizing and working. And his scriptures are straight from the Bible. And he talks about, Matthew 6:6, where you go and you pray and, your Father in heaven who sees what you're doing in secret is going to reward you out in the open. Like, these are the kinds of things he preached. He talked about biblical things and he put that towards money and accomplishing and getting yourself out of problems and debt and so on and making yourself rich. The man got rich. But, he was preaching the word. He was doing the work, unlike the two that I mentioned before, who is just pretty much getting rich off of the backs of blacks by telling them, you ain't never going to amount to nothing. And the white man is keeping you down. So that was like a rant. Any event, I'm going to let Reverend Ike do the talking from this moment. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to listen with you guys with him talking. And then I'm going to come back and, end the video. So without further ado, the Reverend Ike.
Treat yourself to something nice. This builds up your self-awareness, and your self-awareness will acquire that which is of its nature. Because here again, if you do not have a wealthy self-awareness, then no one can even give you wealth. That's why, unfortunately, the people who are in a welfare society, or rather a welfare psychology, will always be on welfare. Until they cut that out, and that's about to happen. Thank God. And every chance I get on the media, you got to be careful with do-goodism, The do-gooders do more harm than a little. If you're not careful, the do-gooders will do you in. Any help that does not help a person to help himself is criminal. Because you rob people of their sense of self-responsibility and their sense of self-sufficiency. We had some reporters upstairs after the prayer service the other night, and one of them said to me, "Well, Reverend Ike, what do you give to the people? Do you have any programs?" I said, "Well, I don't have any soup lines." He said, didn't you see me out there giving for 2 hours? I'd rather give you the understanding so that you can get what you need to buy your own damn soup. Excuse me, saints. Someone has said, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish and you feed him for life. And when I teach you how to manipulate, how to master, how to use your self-awareness, then I don't need to have soup lines. But you see, unfortunately, the world mind doesn't understand that, you see. I'd be a good fella if I'd be giving out old, worn-out, dirty clothes in the neighborhood, you see. Oh, isn't that Reverend Ike wonderful? Look at him. He's giving those poor people clothes. Because I don't have any old, worn-out, dirty clothes. Anybody who knows a little bit about me know that I can take any of my suits that some of them I've had for years, and I can put them in a brand new store right now. Nobody would ever question the fact that they are new. Nobody would even ask. So even the things I give away are top shape. I don't have any old anything to give. And really, the only thing that you can really give a person that amounts to anything is self-motivation. Anything that you give to a person that does not involve and include self-motivation doesn't really mean much. I do a lot of giving on the material level, and I do that secretly, because I don't go around grandstanding people for what I give them. But if I give somebody a suit, you can be sure I say to him, now I gave you this suit so that you can get the hell out of here and find you a damn job. Excuse me, saints. And let me tell you this, don't you support your lazy relatives. The worst thing you can do is to support your lazy relatives. I'm curing a whole lot of diseases already, I can see. I know one young fellow in Los Angeles who left the South, and he won't even let his relatives know his address, his phone number. Now, if they want to come and stay with you a while so that they can help themselves, and you just make sure if they tell you that they're coming and they're planning on coming with you to live and so on and so forth, if you want to do that, that's fine, but you have some jobs, you have the employment columns all laid out for them when they get there. Don't make them too comfortable. Yeah, but Reverend Ike, he's my brother. The hell with that. You let them lay around there on you, they won't be any good to themselves or to you or to anybody else. And even your kids, make them sing for their supper, like little Tommy Tucker. Give them certain duties and certain responsibilities.
Reverend Ike spoke truth. I just wish we had a few more. I wish he was still alive. He actually passed away in 2009. I mean, he did some great work. He helped a lot of people open up their eyes. I probably believe that he was Republican. I'm going to assume that Reverend Ike was Republican, the way he talked, man. He had to be Republican and a capitalist, of course. But I just wish we had somebody like him now who would stand up and speak these truths, who would speak these words, because people are so blind, and they are confused, they are hypnotized by these do-gooders who's doing for them. The Democrat Party, they're just doing for them. We're going to give you everything. We're going to pay your rent. We're going to give you food. We're going to give you crack pipes if you're on crack. We're going to give you everything that you need to keep you hidden, to keep you in the dirt, to keep you poor, to keep you devastated. And there's nobody telling them the truth. Well, there's people telling them the truth. They just won't listen. At least the blacks, they just won't listen. Not all of us. Some of us are listening, but the majority of them is not listening. And they hang on to this Democrat Party, and they hang on to these free things. They don't realize that these free things is keeping you in bondage. Like, wake up. You need to wake up, Black people. Wake up, Black people. And Pastor Ike, I keep calling him Pastor, but Reverend Ike is right here on YouTube. Find him, listen, and change your mindset. So, any event, friends, that's the video. I'm so happy that I have introduced Reverend Ike to this channel. And the thing is, I listen to a lot of, positive talks, and Reverend Ike is somebody I discovered just a couple of months ago. But I listen to, I'm not going to go into a list of them, but I listen to a lot of old people, back in the day, 1920s and so on. I listen to all of that because I'm constantly building my mindset. And that's probably why I'm, out here, on here, and why I am conservative is because, I'm not dumb, black, and blind like a lot of people. But in any event, I thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. And by the way, we've got souls to save, and I say thank you all to all the new subscribers, and thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. It's been awesome, and I'm really happy. Things is moving along. We're growing, and it's awesome. So thanks again, and like, share, subscribe.